Welcome, dear students, to another class of IP. So, today we are going to talk about a new unit, that is unit number 4, Introduction to Emerging Trends. Okay, so in this unit, we are going to talk about the latest trends that are evolved in the field of IT or computers. So, some of the trends are artificial intelligence, big data, Internet of Things, cloud computing, grid computing, and blockchain technology, etc. So let's talk about the term emerging trends. As we all know that we are living in the era of digitalization, and the growth of technology is not at all surprised, but what surprises is the rate the technology is growing and evolving, and it's impacting our lives in a way no one could have imagined some decades ago. That means today you can listen to news or play your favorite music without getting up from your place by just giving spoken instructions. So these technologies that we are currently using, we have not thought about it few years back. Okay, so emerging trends means connecting with the latest technological aspects that are going to be beneficial and will make a huge impact on digital economy by promoting growth and interaction in digital society. New technologies and initiative emerges with each day, and many new technologies are introduced almost every day. Some of these do not succeed and fade away over time, and some of these new technologies prosper and persist over time and gaining attention from user. So we can say that emerging trends are the state of art technologies which gain popularity and sets a new trend among users. So in this unit, we are going to talk about the latest trends that are emerging in the field of IT and computers. Okay, so first terminology is artificial intelligence. Have you ever wondered how maps in your smartphone are able to guide you to take the fastest routes to your destination by just analyzing real-time data such as traffic congestion, etc.? This is first example, and second example is when you are uploading photo on a social networking site. Has it ever happened that your friends in the photograph will recognize and tag automatically? Actually, these are some of the example of artificial intelligence. In the uploading, when your friend is automatically tagged, in that it uses the facial recognition technology. Okay, so the intelligent digital personal assistants like Siri, Google Now, Cortana, Alexa, smart devices like Google's Nest, all are powered by artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is used in all the above said examples. Okay, so we can say that AI system can also learn from past experiences or outcomes to make a new decision. Basically, artificial intelligence is a process in which we can make a machine so much smart so that it can mimic the human behavior. Okay, so artificial intelligence endeavors to stimulate the natural intelligence of human being into machine, thus making them behave intelligently so that machine can take its own decision on the basis of the past experiences or the programs. An intelligent machine is supposed to imitate some of the cognitive functions of humans like learning, decision making, and problem solving. In order to make machines perform tasks with minimum human intervention, they are programmed to create a knowledge base and make decisions based on it. So this is just the definition of artificial intelligence. Okay, and the examples like Siri, Google Now, Cortana, Alexa, and that Tesla automatic driven car, and speech recognition, and this robots that humanoids, they all fall under the category of artificial intelligence. Okay, next is artificial intelligence. It is categorized into four parts. First is machine learning. Okay, second, natural language processing. Third, immersive experiences. That immersive experiences, it includes virtual reality and augmented reality. And next is robotics. Okay, so we will talk about all of these one by one. Let's talk about machine learning. Okay, let's talk about machine learning. Machine learning, it is the application of artificial intelligence that provides system the ability to automatically learn and improve from experiences without being explicitly programmed. Explicitly programs mean without being directly programmed. After initial training using test and training data and algorithms, these machines are ready to express and improve themselves and predicts the results. Okay, so machine learning is a subsystem of artificial intelligence wherein computers have the ability to learn from data using statistical techniques, that means expert techniques, without being explicitly programmed by a human being. Now, what happened in machine learning? It comprises of algorithms. Algorithms means step-by-step process of something that use data to learn on their own, and on the basis of that, they make predictions. So these algorithms called models, and they are first trained and tested using a training data and testing data. And after the successive trainings, once these models or algorithms are able to give proper results to an acceptable level of accuracy, they are used to make prediction about new and unknown data. So what happens in this machine learning? Machine learning works in a similar way as human learning. For example, if a child is shown images with a specific object on them, then they can learn to identify and differentiate between the objects. Similarly, machine learning works in the same way, though specific data input is training and tested data, and there's some specific algorithms that are known as models. They are given to computer, and it is enabled to learn these from these data to identify certain patterns and to distinguish between them. With the repeated such trainings and feedbacks, the system evolve and learn to make predictions. Now this machine learning, it is used to recognize in personal assistants like Google Now, Microsoft Cortana, Apple, Siri, etc. It is also used in optical character recognition, prediction policies, surveillances, facial recognition, in autonomous self-driven vehicles also, and Google ads, recommendation systems like Amazon, Netflix, etc. Okay, so this machine learning application learn from experiences like humans without direct programming. When exposed to a new data, these applications learn and grow and change and develop by themselves. So in other words, we can say machine learning computers find insightful information without being told where to look. So machine learning has found many applications in the areas of facial recognition, online campaigns, virtual personal assistants, and chatbots, etc. Now let's talk about natural language processing. This natural language processing is a field in machine learning that predicts the typing feature of search engine. All of us are using search engine. So in search engine, when we are typing some keywords, then the search system, it suggests us the keywords. While typing keywords, the spell checking features are example of natural language processing. It also deals with the interaction between human and the computer using spoken languages such as Hindi, English, etc. And many of us are making search with voice, etc. So in fact, it is possible to search the web or operate or control our devices using our voice. So all this has been possible by natural language processing. So here you can see a diagram where a person is speaking something and it is converted into audio or text. Okay, so a natural language processing system can perform text to speech and speech to text conversion as depicted in the figure. That is the use of natural language processing. So machine translation is a rapidly emerging field where machines are able to translate text from one language to another with a proper amount of correctness. Okay, so another emerging application area is automated customer service, where a computer software can interact with the customer, that is customer service. Okay, to answer their queries or complaint. So you can say the chatbot whenever we are chatting by typing our complaint etc. in like Mintra and other shopping websites or any other products that we are taking online. So there the customer service customer service is provided by the computers. So that comes under the category of natural language processing. Okay. Now let's talk about the immersive experiences. So immersive experiences is also a field of artificial intelligence. So for immersive experiences, we give it a name like extended reality, and it is an umbrella term that covers various types of realities that the immersive experiences, it includes virtual reality as well as augmented reality. So with the three-dimensional videography, the joy of watching movies in theater has reached to a new level or next level. So video games are also being developed to promote immersive experiences to the player that gives a perfect view visualization, or you will experience the environment etc. So immersive experiences allow us to visualize, feel, react by simulating our senses. It also enhances our interaction and involvement, making them more realistic and engaging. So immersive experiences has been used in the field of training such as driving simulator, flight simulators etc. Okay, immersive experiences can be achieved by virtual reality or augmented reality. So let's see about virtual reality. Virtual reality, it is a it gives you feeling of the things that you are in that particular environment. For example, whenever we are watching a 3D or 5D movie or 7D movie is also available now in theater. So that with wearing those glasses, we get a feel like that gun is shooting on us and animals are coming to us. It gives you that types of feeling. So this virtual reality is everything that we experiences in our reality is perceived through our senses. For this idea of virtual reality came into existence, and virtual reality is just a three-dimensional computer-generated situations that simulates the real world. The user can interact with and explore the environment by getting immersed in it while interacting with the objects and other actions of the users. So in simple terms, I will explain it with that जब भी हम movies देखते हैं 3D movies or 5D movies, it feels like the things that are happening there, it is happening with us in that particular environment, like jungle scenes, that we are in that particular jungle or forest. Okay, so that experience we can get with virtual VR headsets. Okay, so at present it is achieved with the help of VR headsets. In order to make the experience of virtual reality more realistic, it promotes other sensory information like sound, smell, motion, temperature, etc. So it is just comparatively a new field that has found its application in gaming, military training. With this virtual reality, that drivers, automatic vehicle drivers, and this flight driver pilots etc., they're getting a simulated environment where they can practice the real situations like combat fighting etc. in army. So they are just providing them the environment so that they can practice more and more. When they are going in real environment, then there they can apply their skills. Okay, so we can say that in gaming, training, and medical procedure, entertainment, social science and psychology, engineering, and other fields where simulation is needed for a better understanding and learning, this virtual reality is used there. So here you can see the images, and in these images we are using virtual reality. First one is that a person is driving a vehicle. That means he is getting a training on driving simulator. Second is virtual reality headset. With this you can enjoy the movies and you can enjoy the games. Okay, and the third one is a flight simulator, where the pilots or the person who is going to take that particular aircraft, they are getting the training on that simulator so that they can have a better skill or understanding about that particular system. So this is about virtual reality. Now next is augmented reality. There is a difference between virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality means you are feeling that virtual environment by using those VR headsets, etc. And in augmented reality, it is just the way we are using we are in a real environment, but some digital content is augmented, or some digital content it put in that particular real environment. So here you can see, and if I will explain you it Hindi, that in virtual reality में क्या होता है कि आप लोगों को वो VR headset पहन के वो फील होता है कि that आप उस इन्वायरमेंट में हो. लेकिन ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी में क्या होता है, यहाँ पे आप एक इमेज देख सकते हो, एक रूम है जहाँ पे सोफा नहीं है, बट विद द हेल्प ऑफ फोन इफ यू आर स्कैनिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर रूम यू कैन पुट द ऑब्जेक्ट्स देयर. सो दैट इज ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी. Okay, so the superimposition of computer generated perceptual information over the existing physical surrounding is called virtual reality. It adds component of digital world to the physical world. तो यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है कि सोफा प्लेस हो गया है उस पर्टिकुलर कॉर्नर में. So it gives you a better look. So you can use the objects, or you can decorate your home, and in other fields also augmented reality is used. So see here, this along with the associated tacticals and other sensory equipment, therefore making the environment interactive and digitally manipulatable. And in the second image also you can see that a chair is visible with the augmented reality. So user can access information about the nearest places with reference to their current location. They can get information about places, and they can choose on the basis of user's view. And one game was there earlier, that is Pokemon Go. In that game you have to find the Pokemons in the real environment. So that game is also an application of augmented reality, in which whenever we are placing a phone in the real environment, a digital code or a digital generated perceptual information is generated there, and we can get that Pokemon. So that Pokemon Go Pikachu, that was the application of this virtual reality or augmented reality. Okay, with the help of location based AR app, travelers can access real time information, historical places, just by pointing their camera and viewfinder to the subject as depicted in figure. So location based augmented reality apps are major forms of augmented reality application. You can also install augmented reality app, and you can also check these things. Or the most popular example of augmented reality is Snapchat, or that cameras that are having like features. It will put make you cat or some rabbit, etc. So what it is doing is it is just analyzing your facial expressions, and it is just adding the digital content on your face according to your facial recognition. So this is Snapchat, etc. They are the examples of augmented reality. Like you can change your hair color, you can become a policeman with cap, etc. So that is an example of augmented reality. That Snapchat one and that other cameras that are having these features, they comes under the category of augmented reality. This is all about augmented reality. Okay, thank you. We will continue this unit in the next class.